Have you ever wondered if men or women forgive more readily in relationships? We'll share 10 important insights in this video. Number 1. Everyone's forgiveness is different. Forgiveness is a very personalized process that varies widely from one to person. While some individuals might have little trouble forgiving, others could find it difficult, especially when it comes to relationships. According to research, characteristics including personality, upbringing, and cultural background might affect forgiving. For instance, individuals who are naturally sensitive and empathic may find it simpler to forgive their spouses, whereas those who are more analytical or reticent may find it difficult to let go of previous wrongs. It's critical to keep in mind that choosing to forgive is a personal decision, and that everyone processes and handles hurt in their own manner. When we strive toward forgiveness in relationships, it's critical to be patient and understanding with ourselves and our partners. Number 2. Forgiveness is a difficult process. It might take some time to go through forgiveness because it is not an easy or quick process. It takes more than merely stating, "I forgive you," to go on. Forgiveness necessitates a spectrum of feelings, such as rage, sadness, and grief. Since it frequently entails a loss of trust, forgiving may be so challenging. Rebuilding our faith in someone we love after being let down by them may be difficult and time-consuming. Furthermore, in order to forgive, we must face and resolve our own feelings and weaknesses. This may be a difficult and painful process, and it frequently calls for the assistance of close friends or trained therapists. Despite the difficulties, forgiving is a crucial component of creating wholesome and meaningful relationships. We may develop more empathy and understanding for ourselves and our partners by working through the difficult feelings that come with forgiving someone. Number 3. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or excusing. One prevalent misunderstanding about forgiveness is that it entails ignoring or justifying the conduct that caused the harm. This is not the case, though. We must accept our partner's wrongdoing and work through the pain they caused in order to forgive them, not ignore or excuse them. Setting boundaries and creating new patterns of communication with our relationships may both be facilitated by forgiveness. In the end, we must decide whether or not to forgive ourselves, not our partners. It enables us to go on with a deeper feeling of calm and self-awareness by allowing us to let go of resentment and wrath. Number 4. Women may be more forgiving due to emotional involvement. According to research, women may be more tolerant in romantic relationships than males. Women often invest more emotionally in their relationships, and they may be more eager to resolve problems in order to keep the connection going. Also, women are frequently raised to put relationships first and take care of others, which might naturally integrate forgiveness into their emotional toolkit. It's crucial to understand that these gender disparities are not absolute, and that personality traits can have a big impact on how forgiving someone is. Both men and women may experience difficulties with forgiving. In the end, forgiving someone is a difficult and personalized process that is influenced by many different variables. Instead than concentrating on gender differences, it's crucial to approach forgiveness with compassion and patience, both for ourselves and for our relationships. Number 5. Men may find it difficult to communicate their feelings. Men may find it difficult to communicate their emotions and digest their sentiments. But women may be more forgiving because of their emotional stake in relationships. However, conventional gender norms sometimes prohibit males from showing weakness or seeking emotional assistance, which can make the process of forgiving even more difficult. It's crucial to understand that these gender disparities are not absolute, and that personality traits can have a big impact on how forgiving someone is. Some guys could be equally as forgiving as some women, and they might have a rich emotional vocabulary and social network. In the end, forgiving someone is a personal process that is influenced by a variety of personal reasons. Instead than concentrating on gender differences, it's crucial to approach forgiveness with empathy and openness, both for ourselves and for our relationships. Number 6. Forgiveness comes through conversation. Communication is one of the key components of forgiveness. Both parties must be prepared to speak openly and honestly about their needs and feelings, in order to resolve bitterness and resentment in a relationship. This entails being able to communicate oneself effectively and politely, as well as being able to listen actively and empathetically. It also entails being prepared to accept accountability for one's own deeds and to make apologies when appropriate. Communicating may be difficult, especially when emotions are running high. Nonetheless, it's crucial for promoting compassion, empathy, and forgiveness in relationships. By conversing honestly and freely, couples may move over anger and resentment, create new behavioral patterns, and deepen their bond. Number 7. Cultivate empathy and understanding. Empathy and understanding are also important components of forgiveness. Empathy and understanding can help us let go of our own hurt and anger, and approach the issue with greater compassion and forgiveness. It can also assist us in figuring out the conflict's root causes and collaborating to find solutions. By cultivating empathy and understanding, we may foster a more forgiving and compassionate dynamic in our relationships, which can serve to bolster our bond over time. Number 8. Look for expert assistance. A qualified therapist or counselor can offer a safe and encouraging environment in which to process hurt, rage, and resentment, as well as advice and tools for promoting forgiveness and healing. They can also assist couples in recognizing underlying problems and behavioral patterns that can be causing friction in the relationship. Although while getting professional assistance may seem scary, it may be a crucial step in creating a better and more durable connection. A therapist may give a non-judgmental setting for emotional exploration and healing, as well as concrete advice on how to re-establish trust and improve communication. Number 9. Self-forgiveness. Forgiveness is also about forgiving oneself. Although it can be a difficult journey, self-forgiveness can also be tremendously freeing. When partners learn to extend forgiveness and compassion to themselves as well as to each other, practicing self-forgiveness may also aid in the development of a more forgiving and compassionate dynamic in partnerships. Number 10. Give communication priority. Fostering forgiveness and relationship repair requires open and clear communication. It might be simple to withdraw and avoid conflict when wounded or disturbed, but doing so frequently simply makes things worse. Instead, place a high priority on communication and resolve to always be honest with your partner. Setting appropriate limits and accepting responsibility for your own feelings and actions are also essential components of effective communication. Keep in mind that forgiving someone is a process that calls for constant work and dedication from both parties. Couples may promote forgiveness, healing, and relationship progress by putting communication first and working together to build a supportive and loving dynamic. Check the description below for more relationship advice. We'll see you in the next video. With love.